Hello everybody, hi, I'm back, it's me. Hello. How's everybody doing today? Today we're playing Jump King. Yeah. Hi everybody. Hi. Oh, hello. Hello. How's everybody doing today? How are all my dearest degenerates doing today? I hope absolutely fantabulistic. Today we're doing the tactical leaping adventure Jump King. When it's rumored that there's a smoking hot babe at the top. Will we reach the top? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. I have played Jump King. To be fair, I have played Jump King, and it's rumored. I have played Jump King on my own time, but I never really got far. Yeah, I never really got far. And you'll see. You'll see that. You'll see what I mean. And one thing I will say that this game, so conveniently does is it documents all of your failures. As you can see here, technically, when I played this game privately, I played it 6 times, I think, for a total of 5 hours, and have jumped 5,682 times, and have fallen 651. Now, I'm terrible at math, so I can't tell you the ratio of that, but yeah. I can't tell you the ratio of that, of how good that is, but yeah. How's everybody doing? Do I sound okay, by the way? Is the game not too loud? Is the game not too loud? I know the starting screen can be a bit loud. Can be a bit booming. Let's go rage game. No, I will not rage. I will not rage. I promise you that, Tib. I will not rage. I will not rage. This is going to be I dare say, quite a calm, collected, very, what's the word? Very, very just laid back stream. There will be no raging. I don't think so. I don't think so. Hi, Professor. Hi, Pancakey. How are you doing today? Quite the stats you have already. Yeah. So, like I said, I have played this game technically in private, but I haven't gone very far. So, don't worry. It's not really it's not really like you've missed much. And yeah. Stream not loading for me. We'll have to catch the VOD. Have fun, y'all. Oh, okay, Miku Jess. I hope to see you in the VOD. Well, I mean, no, I guess I wouldn't see you in the VOD, would I? But no, technically, I guess I could, but you know, if you commented or something, but yeah, feel free to catch the VOD. Miku Jess, if you can't catch the stream for some reason. I know how technical issues can be sometimes. But yeah, this is what we're doing today. I wanted to do Jump King after the last conversation we had after the last conversation that we had about rage games. And also Jump King is kind of one of those games where it's not really that intensive. Like it's not really a game that really has me I have to look at the screen consistently. It's kind of one of those games where I can just kind of play, but at the same time I can stand back and breathe and read what you guys are saying. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, I think this is the first actual. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the first actual gaming stream. I think. I think this is what could be considered a gaming stream. I don't think I've really played any game now that I think about it, aside from this one. Aside, like, this is the first, yeah, because yeah. I mean, I guess I've played. Well, I guess I've played Uma Mizumi, but I guess this is the first real real, I guess one could say, arbitrarily gamer game that we're playing. Yeah. But anyway, anyway, let's actually get to playing this game, because we might be here for a while. Yeah. Continue. Legend has it there is a smoking hot babe at the top, and we will try and get there for science and research. Yeah, so as you can see, I haven't gotten very far. Anybody who has played Jump King knows that this isn't very far in the game at all. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of forgot how to play this game. Hello, our nutty little professor. Hello, Bryce. Hi. Today we're doing what I consider to be the first arbitrarily gamer-esque game stream today. Yeah. Jump King. I have played this game before, as I was saying, but if you play Jump King, you know this isn't very far at all. So yeah, and I haven't really played this game in a while. So if I remember correctly, it's okay. Okay, see, and that's why, and that's why. Yeah. I have a feeling we're gonna end up back at the start for this stream, whether I want to or not. Whether I want to or not. But yeah, okay, so let's actually play this game, and let me show you how good I bounce. How good I jump. Okay, that didn't count. Hang on a second. Okay. Okay. This is a learning experience. These first couple seconds, and this is a learning experience. These first couple seconds, and it will be treated as such. Yeah. You know, at this point, why don't we just go to the beginning? At this point, at this point, I'm a person that likes to I am a researcher that likes to start research from okay. I'm a person that likes to look, let's just start from the beginning. Okay, a fresh new, absolutely bodacious new start. Okay. Okay, so bounce, and then bounce, and then bounce. You know what's one thing I never understood? You know what's one thing I kind of found? You know what's one thing that I kind of found? You know what's one thing that I kind of find interesting, somewhat, about somewhat, and that I still have yet to perfect. I don't know how VTubers can talk and play a intensive game at the same time. I don't know how some. Well, I suppose well, yeah, VTubers in general, but so or streamers in general. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they're able to have a whole. Some of them are able to have a whole conversation. A whole conversation while they're having an intensive gameplay. Oh, and I just realized that I'm blocking a little bit of the game. Let me see. Well, no, you can see that. Yeah. But yeah, what was I going on about? Oh yeah, some people can have entire conversations while playing a game, and I feel it's definitely a learning curve. I love how much I love how much I love how much buffering you have to do today. What do you mean buffering? What do you mean buffering? You mean you mean the fact that I have to you mean the fact that I have to start from the beginning again of this game? I mean, it's not like I was very far to begin with, as I said, but yeah. But the question still remains. Will we reach the top? Probably not. But we will give it our best go. We will give it our best go. I remember not too long ago I saw some VTubers of an agency have a Jump King tournament. Yeah. I didn't really tune in, but I knew of it. Yeah. And odds are if I ever participated in a tournament like that, I probably wouldn't last very long. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, this is kind of where it gets a little difficult. This part right here is very tricky. When you were talking, you started over 7 times, I think. Yeah. 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 I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's the struggle to say things in one sentence when you have a stutter is quite it's quite apparent. Yeah, it's quite it's the struggle. Okay, the struggle to say things in one single sentence when you have a stutter is kind of challenging. But yeah, but it's as I said in that one tweet I said not too long ago. If clumsy is sexy, and if clumsy is sexy, and stuttering is kind of like a verbal form of clumsy, then by that definition, stuttering is sexy or something. Something like that. I made an analogy from Lucky Star or something. I thought it was very clever in the moment and not too far off from maybe being true. Either that or maybe it was a huge form of cope. I'm not sure. But no, don't apologize. It's kawaii, but that's why I was saying you were buffering. Oh, okay. I thought. Well, I wasn't sure if you meant like. I wasn't sure. I thought you were talking either about the game, or about like my model was like, or about how I was like literally like I guess, like losing frames. I guess, something like that. I was kind of a little worried, but yeah. Okay. It's just my stutter. It's just my stuttering. Yeah. I remember this part being kind of the part that took me the longest. The part at the bottom didn't really take me that long. It's this part right here. It's this part right here. Mainly because it's kind of you have to time it. You have to time it up there, and then right here you have to kind of do it at an angle or something like that. I'm not sure how to explain it, but just like I did it 20 times before, I'm sure I can do it another 20 times again. Yeah, so yeah. You know what's one thing I do like? You know what's one thing I do? You know what's one thing I do like about this game? It's it's something so small, but I like the way that you just face plant every time you fall from every time you fall from a small from a big height. You just and I like how it's up to you to like lift the character up. He's just and then he just kind of sits there, and then if you don't pick him up, he just kind of looks like he's laying there, thinking about his life choices, thinking about if finding the smoking hot babe at the top that is rumored to be at the top is even worth pursuing. Oof. Yeah. Just. But, okay. I have a confession to make. I have a little bit of a confession to make, and I hope you won't think any less of me. But, I'm not the hugest gamer in the sense that I'm not the most skilled of gamers, but of people that play video games. Mainly because I kind of don't play them as often as I used to, but I do enjoy them. I do enjoy them. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a very odd person. I'm a very perplexing person that makes very little sense at times. In case it wasn't apparent. Yeah. I will say one thing though. The ambience of this forest is very nice. The ambience in this game is very nice. Like the what is it? Sound design. Yeah. The sound design. Although for some reason in this forest map thing, there's like a sound that for some reason every time I hear it, it makes me feel like there's somebody standing behind me, and I would be lying if I said that while playing this game I didn't look behind my shoulder thinking that someone was behind me. You're too busy conducting research. Yeah. 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 Okay. Research. Very important research. Yeah. Very important, imperative research. And then sometimes sometimes it's just procrastination. or my mind wandering a little too much. Which I've been trying to work on, but yeah. I'm actually quite proud to say that I've been working on the next video, and honestly I've been making very, very commendable, well, very, very formidable progress. Yeah. I haven't been procrastinating or getting sidetracked as much. I haven't been getting sidetracked as much, which I'm very proud of myself for. Which I'm very proud of myself for. But yeah, okay. But yeah. Okay. I've been trying to make this jump various times. And I think See, I know what the problem is. See, I know what the problem is. I may not be a mathematician, but I can make quite a mean deduction at times. There's just not. I'm either putting too much oomph or too little oomph when I do this jump. In that case, it wasn't enough. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, gosh dang, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm losing my train of thought because part of me is like, part of me is like focusing, and then the other part of me is like trying to continue the conversation. Yeah. But oh no. Wait. That was a big fall. Yeah. Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We will get that. We will rise up just as fast as we fell down. That. Yeah. See? And now we're back where we started. Well, back where we were. Okay, so this and then phew. Okay. Phew. 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 Okay, making noises is helping me. So, and look at that, we now made it to the sewers. You're not a mathematician. You're a researcher. Exactly. I'm not a mathematician. I'm a researcher. I don't look at numbers and percentages and hypotenuses, hypotenuses and ratios. That's not what I do. I look at specimens and data logs or something. Yeah. And I analyze different things. Oh, I actually forgot about that. I actually forgot that I actually forgot the sound changes when you enter into the sewers. Gotta make the lightsaber sounds to get your skill up. Yeah. It definitely worked. It definitely worked. So in theory, it's a reasonable. Okay. In that way, I was thinking too hard. Okay, one more time. Okay. I was going to say in that way it's a reasonable course of action, but I thought too hard about it, and my mind had a little, and my motor functions, I guess, or something, kind of acted on their own, and now we're back to square one. Now we're back to here. Yeah. Okay. One. Accurate jumping noises. Okay. Are any of you into rage games, by the way? Are any of my degenerates into rage games? I know a couple of you are into games in general, but and I know some of you are into gotcha games, but are any of you into rage games? At all? Because there's a lot. there's a lot of rage games. There are some people that get a kick out of them. And some people that really detest them or can't handle them, which it's respectable. But yeah, isn't correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the what is it? Wasn't the hot new game of the month or something? Wasn't the latest rage game that was popular? What was it? Peak? Wasn't it Peak? Is Peak a rage game actually? But it's like a multiplayer rage game, I think. I may or may not, after the stream, have purchased and downloaded your least favorite game, Dead Rising. What? Why? Why'd you do that, Tib? Why did you do that, Tib? Did you... Respectfully, I mean, I respect it, but... Dang. Respectfully, I respect it. But why? After everything... After all the pain. No, but after all the things I said, honestly, like just a little curious, respectfully and genuinely, was it kind of just was it the whole zombie game where you can use anything as a weapon thing that kind of got you to play the game or to buy the game? Or wait, no, you said I may or may not have. Oh yeah, is that the thing that caused you to buy Dead Rising? And if so, have you played it yet? have you played it yet? Did you get any more practice in the horse racing game? I did play more of the horse racing game. I'm not going to lie, I kind of started to get a little bit into the gotcha spirit. Well, into the Umemizumi spirit, and I kind of started to really enjoy playing the game and kind of look forward to playing the game, and then something terrible happened. Then something very awful, lamentable even, happened. Something that I can't take back. I failed Mejiro Ryan. I failed her. I tried to do the Tokyo Derby with Mejiro Ryan, but I guess my training was not enough. And in the end, Ines Fujin, which good for her, but Ines Fujin went and took the #1 place, and Mejiro Ryan, after 3 tries, got 12th place, then 9th place, and then 16th place. Yeah, so, yeah, I did play it, but unfortunately, I didn't reach the end, I guess you could say, of the training, of the what is it, career mode. Yeah. Although, I actually found out in that game that there's an actual story, that there's like an actual what is it? Like, it's not career mode, it's like an actual story in that game. And I think if I'm not mistaken, it revolves around Mejiro McQueen. Lightning McQueen, the horse. No. But yeah. Does Yu-Gi-Oh wait, does Yu-Gi-Oh count as a rage game? Because I get really angry when people take their turn on my turn. That is quite an interesting. That is quite an that is quite an interesting. You know, I actually never thought about that. That's actually quite an interesting that's actually quite an interesting question. Quite the conundrum. Honestly, I'd say yeah. I'd say yeah. I think any game can be a rage game if it makes you angry inherently, you know? I think if the rage sentiment is felt, if the rage sentiment presents itself, then it's a rage game. Even if it's just to you. Even if it's just to you. Right, or at least it has potential to be. Yeah, because I know, I understand how that could be frustrating. I tried playing. I want to be the guy. Oh, you want to? So I take it you had a good time. You had a good time too. But that's good. That's good. I mean, what I'm trying to like remember who the guy was, but I don't remember his name. I remember he was a photographer. I remember his deal. I remember his I remember his story is that he's a photographer or something, or a journalist, and yeah, he's like going to the mall because the zombie apocalypse. It's the hottest news story. It's the thing that everybody's talking about. All the cool kids are talking about it. And so he went to the mall to try and get photos and stuff, and stuff. Which, now that I think about, I didn't question it at the time, but realistically, like, what are the odds that he's going to hold that job or get promoted during a zombie apocalypse? Yeah. I've heard of Peak, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I know it's the popular. Well, okay. Well, now Silksong might have taken the game of most popular right now, but there was a point where Peak was kind of like very popular, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was kind of like chained together and those kinds of games where it's like a co-op rage game type of thing, and with little bits of what's the name of that game? Getting Over It by Bennett Foddy. It like has like that kind level of unforgiving to it, I think. I'm not sure, I've never played it. Yeah. Schedule 1 teaches you how to cook. Does it though? Does it though? I mean, does it though? Well, no. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say that. Yeah, it's good. Schedule 1 was very popular at one point. I know that, and it was quite it was because it was kind of, I don't know, I guess everyone really was in the mood for a, what you call it, everybody was in the mood, I guess, at the time for a Breaking Bad type of feeling game. I guess I kind of, that's what I thought Schedule 1 was when I first saw it release. I thought it was kind of like a game that was trying to like kind of be Breaking Bad, but without being Breaking Bad, because copyright. That's what I thought Schedule 1 was, and I thought when I first saw it, I thought there's no way this game is going to be popular or take off. And oh, my calculations were wrong. My calculations were very wrong. Let it be known that I'm not always right. Most of the time I am, but there are times where I'm not. Sometimes yeah, it's a zombie apocalypse game where you can use it's a zombie apocalypse game where you can use most things as weapons, and you're trying to uncover the truth about what's happened to the mall you're in. Yeah. Yeah, it's all starting to come back to me. Yeah. No. That is how it goes. That's how that game goes. You know what's one thing I will give that game for that was pretty fun? I did like how I did like in that game the photo aspect of it, because you're a photographer and a journalist. I did like how if you took like photos of like a lot of zombies in one place, or like you took something that was very shocking, you got like you basically were rewarded points for that, kind of. And we're back at the start. We're okay. Wait. Yeah, I like how it rewarded you with points and stuff like that. It definitely had that thing that that like gacha games and games like that definitely have, where it's like the I was going to say some other bodily chemical. That's not the right one. I was going. What is it? What do you call it? Oh yeah, plenty of oxytocin releases when you do that in that game. In that zombie game. Oh, I'll try again. Yeah. Yeah. I will try as many times as necessary. Peak is turning into a horror game? Is it? Really? Is Peak really turning into a horror game? I mean, I guess it has potential to be, you know? I guess it has potential to be mountain horror game. I don't think there is a mountain horror. Well, I don't think there is a mountain horror game now that I think about it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try and focus now. I need to get back to where I need to get back to redder pastures. Okay. 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 But yeah. What was I going on about? Honestly, that would be really neat. Seeing Peak as a horror game. That'd be pretty neat. I would definitely play it if I had people to play it with, but yeah. Yeah. No, I don't even know how the game works now that I think about it. Now that I think about it, I don't even know how long that game is. I know that the end basically is when you reach the top of the mountain, but I don't actually know how long that takes. Because imagine if Peak was kind of like, imagine if Peak was literally like climbing like an actual mountain, like that, like it takes that long, and it's like you have to play the game in one playthrough, and it's like it takes like 12 hours or something to actually beat it or something. Yeah. That'd be quite a doozy. Battlefield is my rage game. Oh, okay. I've heard a lot of people. I've heard good things about Battlefield. I'm not too much of a pew pew of a pew pew kind of guy, of a. That was a terrible gun sound effect. I'm not much of a. I'm not much of a. Boom. Real. I'm not. I'm not really much of a. I'm not really that into games like Battlefield, but I've heard nothing but good things from people that actually like those games. About Battlefield. It's Call of Duty that I've heard terrible things about. It's Call of Duty that I've heard atrocious things about. But I wouldn't know because I just play nothing but indie games. And no, I want to be the guy is a rage game. I want to be the guy is a rage game? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that game. I want to be the guy? Tib? What's the game about? I want to be the guy. I want to be the guy. It just kind of sounds like a game. It sounds like a game where you kind of where this character really wants to be like a hero or like some sort of really like a warrior, super like overpowered guy, but he kind of sucks. So then the odds are against him. And you kind of have to just keep trying until eventually you get it. What I heard, not sure I did. What I heard, not sure I didn't play it. Oh, okay. So, dang it. Okay, so a couple of you do enjoy a little bit of raging here and there. a little bit of raging here and there. Yeah. You know what's another line of game? Since we're on the topic of games, you know what's one line of games that kind of I haven't really played, but I kind of always had a hidden desire to. By which I mean I kind of just ignored it. Wow. Look at how defeated he looks. What was I going on about? Oh yeah, Souls likes, yeah, and I guess any of the Dark Souls games, yeah. Because I know that Dark Souls is very tilting. That's the word, right? for a lot of people, mainly because it's very challenging. And because it's so challenging and so many people get angry at it, it's considered a rage game by some. Not a FPS game. Not a FPS gamer. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not really that much. I'm not really into that much. Like at all, really. Like the only one that I actually played, and it was years ago, was the what do you call it? What do you call it? Call of Duty Black Ops 1. The first one. The first one. And then I never touched another Call of Duty game after that. Yeah. I don't know what it's about, but it's a rage game where you will die a lot. Well, that's any rage game, isn't it? Well, actually no, that's not every rage game, but it's something that's very present in many rage games. I'm going to have to look into that because my curiosity has been piqued. I'm going to have to look into that after this stream. Boing, boing, boing. Boing, boing. How's everyone doing today? Oh, hello. Oh, I remember you. I think you stopped by one time. Overlord, Bloodstar, Incubus, Vampire, Hybrid. That's quite a doozy of a name. That's quite a doozy of a name. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I think I'm doing all right. I'm not raging. I'm engaging in this very not at all raging peaceful game. Yeah. Crazy username, yeah. That's, yeah. I would dare. It's definitely very unique name. I respect it, but yeah. Oh, we're actually in the sewers now. Okay. I'm just gonna drink some. I'm gonna drink some water really quick. Okay, so I'm doing good myself, just relaxing on my bed with some bacon wrapped barbecue ribs. Golly gee. Golly gee. I mean, golly gee, bacon wrapped barbecue ribs. Oh. Yeah. Are you sure that's okay though? Because you know, barbecue's very messy. So don't get me wrong, it sounds delicious. But I understand that barbecue is very messy. And if you're eating and if you're eating them on your bed, you're gonna have barbecue scented bed sheets. Okay, my heart stopped a little bit there. I don't know if you saw that, but okay. Oh gosh, I almost fell and lost my progress. This is actually the most progress we've made, and this is the most progress that we've made today on this game, and it's literally where we first started on when I loaded up this game. Okay. Whew. Make sure to feature bed bugs. Wait. Actually, wait. That actually reminds me. Oh, okay. Okay. Did you see that? We're making progress. We are making progress, and we are going to the top. We are advancing. We are unstoppable. Oh. Okay, now I feel scared. See, what's the does anybody have that kind of like see, now I'm kind of having that irrational fear of, does anybody know that like that thing that people say where it's like if something is going really good in like a game, you're supposed to not acknowledge it? Like, does anybody believe that? because I don't usually, but now it's like this irrational doubt is going into my head. It's like, has anybody ever played a game where it's like, yes, we finally got to this thing, we finally got this thing, we can't be stopped, and then another person's like, why did you say that? Now you're gonna lose. Now you're going to lose and lose all your progress. like a weird reverse psychology type of thing. Okay, I'm just going to jump up just to see what I'm dealing with. Boing. Boing. Okay. Boing. Okay. I think I know what to do, and I think it involves doing this. Boing. No, okay. Okay. Boing. Okay. Okay. Your title card. Yeah. Okay. No doubt we can do that again. No doubt in my cerebral cortex that we can do that again. We just gotta, it's pretty simple, okay? It's pretty simple, it's pretty simple, we just gotta do a little bit of this, and then hit him with one of these, and then do this, and then do a little whoosh across this side, and then there we go. And then a spadoink off this one, and then a fleam off this one, and can't forget the boom. Never mind. I should have boinged instead of bonged on that one. If you're invincible, why can't I see you? Okay. 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 It's like, that has the same energy. It's like, that has this... Do you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of those jokes of the, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of, like, the thing of the, of, like, this one meme I saw a long time ago, where it was like, it showed London, right, during the day, and then it showed London at night, and then it said Lundoff. London and Lundoff. Okay. I mean, most VTubers would be mad at this point. I'm not mad. You see, most VTubers would be... Most VTubers would have probably lost their, for lack of a better word, cool by now. But not me. Not me. When it comes to when it comes to games, I don't have a rage. I was going to say something, but it wouldn't have sounded right. I was going to say something, but it wasn't going to sound right. I was going to say, when it comes to games, when it comes to video games, I don't have a raging bone in my body. But that doesn't sound right. That does not sound right, but Yeah, okay. Okay. Whew. Okay. Boing. 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 Whoops. Yeah. Okay. How are we going to... I'm honest... You know what I'm starting to realize about this game? Somewhat. It's kind of like... You know what's actually quite a curious notion? You know how platform games, are usually from, like, one side to the other? You know, like Shovel Knight and... Well, technically Super Mario also, and, Boing, and Silksong, and all of... And, well, Hollow Knight and all those. Those are all platform games. And they all go from one side to the other, really. You know what I think this game is? I think this game is literally just a platformer. I never really thought about it, but I think this game is just a platformer that's vertical. a vertical platformer, which, don't get me wrong, it's a genius idea. Vertical platformer. Vertical platform game. However, it does raise the question. If we can have a vertical platform game, why can't we have a quadrilateral platform game? What about a diagonal? Or platform game? What about a quadriagonal platform game? I'm going to be honest. Because I'm so terrible at math, I have no idea what any of those words mean. But what I just know... But I don't know. Yeah, I'm not good at math, so I don't know what those words mean, but I know they have something to do with angles and the way things are perceived or something. You don't have a raging bone in your body? Would you like to borrow one? No, I'm quite alright, thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you, thank you. But no, I think I'm alright. I think I'm alright. Silksong and Hollow Knight aren't side to side or whatever. Oh, wait a minute. They aren't. I could have sworn they were. Or that at the very least, I thought Hollow Knight was side to side. No, but wait. I thought Hollow Knight and Silksong were like side to side and like up and down. You know? Basically all the ways that you can move it in a 2D space, except in a 2D space, basically. Now that I think about it, in any platform game, what am I going on about? in any platform game, you can go up and down as well. Unless it's 3D, but you know, I don't know. I'm getting lost within my own mathematical nonsense. Not mathematical nonsense. What am I talking about? Yeah. Okay. Let me see. I know I can get to the sewers again. I know I can. Boing, 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 pa-choom. Okay, then. Okay. Okay. I think I understand now. I understand the vision now. Oop, I'll be back, Professor. I have to go for a little while. Okay, Pancakey. Okay, Pancakey. Have fun. Well, I would say have fun, but what if it's not fun? Yeah. Have a time, Pancakey. I guess. Boing, boing. Okay. Futum, futum, and then futum, and then pshum. And once again, realistic jumping sounds helped us get back to the sewers. Yeah. Futum, futum. Okay. Now, I sometimes wonder. I kind of wonder if what you call it? Sometimes I wonder if sometimes I wonder if the what is it called? Wait. Dang it. Golly gee. Golly gee, goodness me, I completely forgot. I completely forgot what I was going to say. Great. Great. It's because one part of my brain is like trying hard to like. Oh no, wait, now I remember. Sometimes I wonder while playing games like this how long it takes like somebody else to actually get past this. But yeah. Forget what? No, nothing, Tib. I was just wondering. Like I was wondering I remembered it. I was wondering sometimes I wonder while playing games like this how long it takes somebody to actually finish this game, or to actually get far in this kind of game. Yeah. Boing. Boing. Okay. Maybe someday we'll see the end. Maybe someday we'll see what lies beyond the sewer. Maybe someday we'll see what lies beyond the filthy walls of the sewer. Maybe someday, and maybe it won't be long. Well, okay, that one was my fault. That one was my fault. Maybe someday we'll see. Any day now, but okay. Okay. Those 4 steps are mocking me, but okay. Okay. I was going to, for lack of a better word, show those 3 no, four little platforms. Who was going to surpass them? And then they said no. Then they said no and just pushed me down. It's fine though, because it's fine though. It's fine because everything that goes down usually, like, maybe like usually like 70% of the time comes back up. And so boing. Calculating your next few jumps. Yeah, I'm like kind of trying a little bit to. I kind of am trying a little bit to calculate like where I'm supposed to be jumping from, because I know I'm quite attuned to the ways of the I'm attuned to the ways of jumping from platform to platform. It kind of depends on where you're standing and how much oomph you give it, but yeah. Then I start jibber-jabbering about something, then I start jibber-jabbering about nonsense, and then that happens. It's fine though. We'll get through this splendidly. I was going to say swimmingly, but that doesn't. We'll get through this flyingly. That also doesn't sound right, but yeah. Okay. Let me see that, and then a little bit less than that. That, and okay, and then okay. I really want to see what's beyond the sewers. You know? Will I ever get to? I don't know. Maybe it's because you know you know what? Okay, you know what? Okay, I was going to propose something. Right now, maximum effort. That's what we're doing. Maximum effort. Lock in. Exactly, Tip. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. We are going maximum effort pro gamer mode right now. Okay. Boing, 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 boing. Okay. Okay. We're going to lock in, and we're going to now. Yep. You ever think about you ever think about where sayings like that come from? Because sometimes I've wondered that. Yeah, sometimes I've wondered that. Because sometimes I wondered that. I know I could probably look it up, and I just haven't for some reason. And I just haven't for some reason. You know, like You know, sometimes I wonder, why do some sayings like lock-in exist? What event happened in history that led to somebody saying lock-in? What's being locked in? What's the... What lock are we talking about? Or like that one saying, or like the saying, what is it, you're pulling on my leg? Whose leg was pulled in history that led to somebody saying that? I said lock in, not lock on to the beginning. I'm trying. Okay, Tiv, I'm trying. But the beginning really wants me to stay. I don't know. The beginning really likes my company, I guess. The calm forest is like, no, don't go to the sewers. Don't go to the stinky sewers. Why would you want to go there when you can just stay here? When you could just stay here in the grassy lush fields of in the grassy lush platforms of the forest. You know, maybe I don't have the right motivation. Maybe, because you see, this knight right here, he's trying to reach a smoking hot babe at the top. That's literally his motives. So he's determined. He's determined to reach that, in theory, waifu of his. So, why don't I imagine, and maybe then we can advance. I'm going to imagine that on top of whatever this world is, that there's a smoking hot Shoggoth. a smoking hot Shoggoth slime girl. A smoking hot Shoggoth slime woman on the top. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let me at boing, 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 boing. Look at this precise skill. That, oh no. Oh, I remember this one. Okay. Okay. Boing. 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 Will we reach the top? Who knows? But I believe that we can reach the top. Okay. There's a Shoggoth waiting for me. There's a Shoggoth woman waiting for me. Let's... This isn't... Now look, I'm not angry at all in the slightest, but I will admit this is starting to get a little embarrassing. Okay. I'm doing it. I am doing it. Okay. These sewers won't defeat the likes of... What was that? Did you guys see that? You guys see that? It's a baseball cap. I'm doing pretty good right now. I'm doing pretty good with it now. Secret area, I know. Should I go for it? I mean, it's not really that hard of a jump, really, realistically. And then, okay. Okay. I'm not going to lie, I actually did not know this was here. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, at least we landed here, but... Okay, let me just... Okay. These sewers will not defeat me. I will... I'm going to get that baseball cap. I don't know what it does. But I'm going to get it for the principle of it. It decided to make its... That baseball cap decided to make its presence known to me, and therefore I want it. Realistically though, like, what could it actually do? I'm not sure. Good, set goals. Good luck with it, man. Secret air. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Watch this. True master. Watch this. Oh. Probably just a cosmetic. Oh, yeah. You might be right. But what if it isn't, though? It probably is. But there's at least like a 10% chance that it's not. See, it's tapping into my weakness. It's tapping into my weakness as a researcher. I don't know, and therefore I want to know. Do this, and then... Okay. True master, watch this. Boing. 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 And this one just a little boing, like that, and then tap a boing, and then tap. Why did you land right there? I agree. Yeah. Yeah. It's like I want to know. I really want to know. It's the principle of it. Okay. Just a small, tiny little jumps here, and then come over here, and then, okay. Okay. No. Okay. 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 I see what it's trying to do. I see the way that I see the inner machinations of this little secret area. Okay. That secret area thinks it has me. That secret area thinks it has me fooled. But lo and behold, that I already know. I already know it's. This secret area thinks that it okay, that one was my fault. That one was my fault. This secret area thinks that it has me fooled. Well, was that rage I heard? No, that was you heard nothing. No, that was I was breathing heavier or something. I was breathing. I was breathing. You heard nothing. That must have just been the soundtrack. That must have just been the game soundtrack. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here and then here. Must have been the wind. Must have been the wind. Yeah, must have been. Must have just been. Must have just been Mother Nature playing tricks. Okay. I just realized this has turned into a side quest. The side quest to get the mysterious baseball cap. Okay. I'm going to be honest though. Darn it. I'm going to be honest though, even if it was a cosmetic item, I would not be mad. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why am I counting my jumps? Okay. See, this is easy. This part's easy. Okay. Okay. I'll never. Okay. Now we're back to the beginning again. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, it's because I realized that I could have gone into. I'm thinking to myself, and I'm thinking to myself, I could have gone into the sewers like 3 times already. But I'm just trying to get this little baseball cap. Why? I don't know. Because I want to know so badly what to do with it. Okay. Okay, that one was a little bit too much off the edge. You know, now that I think about it, oh. Remember that thing I said earlier about, because I think Pancakey asked if Yu-Gi-Oh was a rage game, and I said I think any game can be a rage game if it gets you angry, at least to yourself. I'm imagining how amusing it would be to see somebody get angry at a game that's not in any way a rage game. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, to them, for some reason it is. Okay. 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 We're all the way at the beginning again. Okay. We're all the way at the start of this perilous journey up the tree. Okay. I'm saying okay way too many times, but I'm trying to focus on making this person jump in the right way. How long has this stream been going for, even? We've been streaming for... You... Okay. 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 I see. We've been doing... Okay. I need to use a synonym too, okay. Alright. It's been well over an hour, and we're still in the beginning. But surely, slowly but surely, I am sure, there's not a single doubt in my mind. There's not a single doubt in my sloppy, wet cranial organ that we will at least get a little bit farther in the sewers. A little bit farther. Just a little bit farther. And sometimes and it totally isn't a form of copium. Sometimes it doesn't matter how fast you get to some place, but it's more but it's more the fact that you just get there or something like that. Okay, well, this kind of reminds me of why I don't do Rubik's Cubes now. I'm starting to remember why I don't do Rubik's Cubes and stuff like that. Because because the reason why I don't do Rubik's Cubes is because it would take me a very, very, very long time to actually do a Rubik's Cube. I saw another VTuber that he did a Rubik's Cube as like a donathon award or something like that. No, yeah, a donathon reward, and he solved it. I don't remember how long he solved it. I think it took him like 2 hours. If I tried to solve a Rubik's Cube without any guide whatsoever, I'd probably take like 7 hours or something, if that. And you know who I blame for the fact that I can't solve a Rubik's Cube? I blame math. I blame math because in some way or other a Rubik's Cube is pertaining to math. In some way. I forget how, but in some way it is. Okay. Okay. I'm not raging. I am a pillar of peace and tranquility and calm composure and level-headed calm. I do not get angry. And this silly forest won't get the better of me. Okay. This way and that way. See, I am, whoosh, boing, 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 boing. It's okay. Really? So anyway, how are your guys' day going? how are anything interesting happening with you guys? Anything interesting happening with my degens? You got this. Okay. You know what? I think, as much as it pains me, if we actually get to the sewers this time, we will ignore the hat and just move on. Through to the sewers. Through to the stinky stained sewers. Okay. This way. See, I'm too over the edge, that's the problem. At that time I was not enough oomph. Not much going on with me. Alright. But you did say you have been playing Dead Rising. Yeah. Actually, Tib. I don't think you said what you thought about it. Or maybe I missed it. You didn't say what you thought about Dead Rising. I'm very curious. Because the only other person I've actually talked about Dead Rising with, they thought it was amazing. Because they grew up with it, so the nostalgia factor. What's something I haven't no. I was going to say something silly. I was going to say, what's something I was going to say, what's something that I haven't tried? But I think trying things that I haven't tried is just going to lead to disaster. You know, that's like, because think about it, right? If I could, because I have gone through this, so it's stuff that I've already tried. And I was going to do something very dumb, where I was going to say you know, I'm so confident that I could do this. I could do this with my eyes closed, and then I was going to do it with my eyes closed, and then fall all the way back to the beginning again. Probably. It's pretty good so far. I've been getting better at dealing with the zombies. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I guess it just really wasn't I guess it really just wasn't for me. But I'm very happy, yeah, that you've been having fun with it. Okay. Sewer time. Boing. Boing. The colossal drain. Oh. Now that I think about it, what makes this like? What is this a drain for? Is it just a drain for a kingdom, basically? Because for a colossal drain... Come to think of it, why are the sewers in the sky? Now that I think about it. Why are the sewers in the sky? I guess gravity doesn't exist from here. It doesn't exist here, or gravity is exempt or conditional here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty neat. But still, imagine the sewers. Imagine the sewers being above. Imagine looking up, and sometimes you see clouds, and then sometimes you look up and you see a giant sewer drain. It's going to stink so bad in so many places, if that were the case. Look at that! We did it! Look at that! We did it! We have advanced. Look at that. Oh. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Take a picture. Look at that. We finally after like an hour and 45 minutes, we managed to actually get farther. We managed to actually get far. Well, it only took an hour and 45 minutes. It only took an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, I think it's pretty wow, we actually did it. Boing. Yeah, I think it's pretty fun, but I'm trying to do it all in one run, so I've been soft resetting to keep my levels since I find fun in difficulty. Okay, yeah, I forgot to mention when I was describing it that the whole game is like one giant, like it has a giant time limit. Like the entire game, it literally has a time limit to finish it. Yeah, I forgot to mention that part. But honestly, I respect it. And now I would respect myself a whole lot. And now I would also respect myself a lot if I could actually make this jump. Okay, that one's easy. Okay, I have to go from there to there. So, big jump. Okay, and then, oh, come on, please. Okay. Cause see, I can't jump like regular style over this thing. I have to like, okay. Probably not from back here, probably not from, well, oh gosh. I almost had it. Okay. I almost had it. Wait, I almost, oh. What? Oh. Well, anyway, I almost had it. Just, okay. Boing. Okay. Boing. And then a boing on this one. And then a boing on this one. And a pew on this one. And then we hit this one with a whoosh, and then a whoosh, and then a little bit of a, and then a little bit of a doosh on this one. And then we just go kashtoosh on this one. And then, yeah. And then, okay, now. We actually got it, yes. Okay. Boing. What type is that? I was like, yes. And then I jump and I just see, what the heck is that? Boing. Boing. No, wait. This way. Okay. Boing. Boing. It's raining in the sewers. New record. I know, right? It's a whole new world. It's a whole new world for me. But what I don't know is I don't know what I'm supposed to do now, because there's cages there. I'm probably supposed to jump on the cages. Who am I trying to fool? But but I need to get a better look at them. Okay. Okay. This way. Okay, so I'm assuming I have to jump around this giant pipe right here, and then jump across the cages, and then I feel like the crow is a little too random. I have this weird sensation that I'm supposed to interact with this crow. Why? Who knows? But then and then we go up. I think that's what we're gonna have. I think that's what we're going to have to do. You know. You know what's one bad thing? Is you can't jump and move while you're jumping. Which, I mean, I guess you kind of can't really do that IRL either. But yeah, it would definitely help. But okay. Oh man. Oh golly gee, this is scary. I think I'm gonna go for a long jump and hopefully I land on the next side, on the other side. No, of course I don't. Of course I don't. I should have known better. That was my bad. Okay. That was my bad. That was my arduously poor decision. I should have known better. I should have known better that the game wouldn't have it be that easy. Len, you can do this, Professor. You can do it. Oh, hey, Pancakey, you're back. Yeah, I've made it into the sewers, but now I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to keep going. Oh gosh, this jump is always scary. Okay, there we did it. Okay. Gosh, golly gee, I'm feeling a tiny hint tense. Let's see here. Okay. Alright, Alright, we did that. Now, I think I'm going to do the opposite of what I did, and I'm just going to go for a semi-jump. Or maybe a jump off this way. Oh! Okay. Okay. No! And it goes down. You couldn't take a small step off there? Okay, okay. I'm not going to be able to talk a lot this stream, but I'm going to leave the stream playing so I can listen to you. Throat gulpies. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I hope you enjoy all the same. Okay. I think I'm starting to get the hang. I think I'm starting to pick up on the... Okay. I'm gonna be quiet for just a small couple seconds. I'm going to... Okay. And then... Okay. So anyway... Rage again. No. Okay. No, that wasn't rage. That wasn't rage at all. Okay. Gosh, and I have to still do that big, really scary, spooky jump later on. Boing and a boing. Boing. Spling. Okay, this part's easy. This part you just go here, and then you hit him with a whoosh, and then you go whoosh, and then a whoosh, and then you go boing, and then a boing, and then you do a mega big jump, and then this is where it gets scary. No, okay. Well, at least I land in flowers every time. Yeah, it's a nice thing, you know. I would prefer if when I fell out of the sewers I was greeted by flowers, but... Did I mention that I'm afraid of sewers? Yeah. Yeah. Although... Yeah. Nope. I'm gonna cry. Okay. Okay. I'm going to cry. Okay, now we're back in the forest again. The good thing is that I swear if I end up back in the... I swear if I end up back at the very beginning with that old man all the way down there. I'm going to end the stream. Not because I'm angry, but because but to have the last laugh. Yeah. To have the last laugh with the game. Yeah. I guess. But that won't happen though, because but that won't happen. That won't happen because I know how to bounce on it. Not in that way. Not in that way. I just realized that came out very wrong. And now I'm back at the okay. Oh god. Okay. I'm going to just focus a little bit. I'm going to focus on it and not talk about I'm going to focus on it and not say bounce on it. Okay. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. Jump King, why do you exist but to torture me? Okay. Boing. You just, yeah, okay, so this part is really easy. You just hit him with a little bit of a okay, and now we're back at the sewers. Okay. Everything is fine. Everything is fantabulistic. Okay, this way, and then this way. The only way is up. The only way we're going is up. Gone are the days of us going down below. We will no longer see the forest floor. I don't know. Okay. Nope. Okay. Boing. 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 Okay. There we go. And then just... Why did I... Okay. That was my fault. I didn't... There was too much oomph in that one. There was too much force in that one. I'm not angry, but why must you do this to me, game? Why must you get my hopes up and then shatter my dreams in front of me with a cold deadpan stare? Okay. I'm going to jump circles around you. That doesn't make any sense in this context. Boing. Oh, okay. Just allow me to go back into the sewers one more time. I was so close to exploring its insides, and then I couldn't. Okay. I'm, for lack of a better word, locking in. I'm locking in multiple times all at once. Have you ever seen those doors that have like 7 different locks on them? That's me right now. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. It's all right. We can recover with a. We can recover from this. We can recover from this. I have. With the waifu and femboy gods on my with the waifu and femboy gods on my sides, I will beat this and get back to the sewers. Hopefully. Come. This is all right. They say that making a serious face helps you to lock in. So watch this. Why? Okay. Boing and a tap and boing. No tap. Okay. 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 Here we go. This is the real thing. Well, this is where we finally. This is where we finally get to the good stuff that we've been waiting for. As I faceplant. Okay. Wonder what kind of flowers these are. I like flowers, but I don't know too many of the flowers' names. Too many of the flower names, yeah. My favorite flower is a daisy. No. Okay, there we go. And then back up to where we were. Big jump and a semi jump. No. Okay. Okay. Why must you be this way? Why must you be this way, colossal drain? Why must you be this way? You stupid colossal drain. I mean... okay. That was a moment of weakness. That was not me getting angry, that was me getting... Okay. Let's see here. It's not, you know, I want to make it very clear, it's not Jump King's fault. It's not Jump King's fault. It's the architect who made the It's the architect who made the sewers his fault. Why did he have to? I was going to say, why did? Golly gee, but is it his fault though? Now that I think about it, I was going to make a rather silly statement. I was going to say, why did he really have to make it so topsy-turvy, curvy, swirly? But then if he didn't make it so topsy-turvy, curly, swervy, and he just made it a straight drop, I wouldn't be able to jump in the first place. So, yeah. I really ate my words that time. Okay. Alright, pass through here, get covered, and get drops of sewer water on me. And why did I... Okay. That time, I'll admit, I jumped a little bit too high. I jumped a little bit too hard. I went too hard. I got a little excited. But now, okay. I got excited 2 times. Right there. They have to store the smoking hot babe somewhere. I know, right? If they make reaching the smoking hot babe easy, everyone would do it. Everyone would do it. But not everybody is meant to reach the smoking hot babe at the top. No. I was going to say, yeah. If it was easy, anybody could do it. And odds are, there would be no smoking hot babe to begin with. Unless because she would have already been taken. I don't know what I'm jibber jabbering about. I'm trying to like actually somewhat focus. I'm sorry. Pass the drip drop of the sewage, and then hit this with a whoosh, and then a whoosh, and then a boing, and then a bing, and this bane of my existence pipe right here is our goal. Finally. Yes. Finally, we did it. Okay, we did it, finally. Now to just advance beyond the cages. If we manage to at least get to the cages, I will be more than satisfied at this point. Oh gosh. Okay. See, there's no way that I can make that jump unless I do a tippy-tappy small jump, so... Okay. And I did it. Okay. I made it onto the cage. Not inside the cage. That would be preposterous. On the cage. Okay. And then I would imagine another tippy tap. No, why did you have to crush my dreams and joys just as soon as they started appearing? Okay. Okay. Golly. What? Yeah. Golly. Okay. I say I'm going to get to where the cages are, and then maybe hopefully see what's beyond that, and then I think I'll save. Save the game, and we'll call it there. Because at this rate, if I mess around too much, I might end up at the beginning again. Okay. Dang it. I would prefer we end on a high note. That's why I would prefer we end on a victory. And so I'm going to give it my all one more time, and we're going to get back on the cage in the sewer. It sounds foul, but yeah. For research purposes, we will. For research purposes, we will get on the cage in the sewer. And then call it there. No. You believe in your professor? Thank you. Oh gosh. Almost fell again. Thank you, that means a lot. Thank you, that means a lot. That means a great deal more than you can imagine. When my degens believe in me. I feel tense. Okay. Focusing. True. Focusing. Focusing and concentration activated. Okay. Neural networks are working. Come on. My brain is throbbing. Apparently my brain throbbing was not the correct. My brain throbbing was not the correct thing in this instance. Okay. It's always that big scary jump too. It's always that big, super imposing jump. Like, why does it have to be so big? Why does the jump have to be so whoosh? you know. And when we fall, we pick ourselves right back up. And go. I hope someone clips your audio out of context. Yeah. Like, oh, yeah. Imagine. Imagine somebody clipping me out of context. That would be so terrible. I mean, in a way. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it would be very funny, though. Let's be honest. It would be very funny. What? Like, why is it so big? Okay. And we're back in the Drury Woods. Oh, I'm sorry, the Red Crown Woods. My mistake. Oh. I need to get back up into the... I need to get back up into the sewer hole that's right there. The sewer, let me back into the sewer. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I just jumped off. It's like this one clip I saw one time of this person playing Minecraft, and for no reason at all, they were trying to like reach the forest down below from the cliff that they were on, and then instead of actually just taking the path down, they just jumped clean off the cliff without thinking about it, forgetting that they weren't in creative mode, and they're like, that was stupid. as their body just as they just collapse. It reminds me of that. I just jumped clean off and face smashed. Okay. Back in the sewers. Oh, colossal drain, why are you this way? No. Okay. Colossal drain, why are you this way? Why must you be bad to me? Dang it. Dang it. Okay. Colossal drain. I don't... Oh. Jump. Colossal drain, why are you this way? Why must you treat me so bad? Okay. Boing. 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 Colossal drain, why are you this way? I'm going to make a broken heart vow. Dang. I just want to see the I just want to see the cages. I just want to see the cages, that's all. I just want to see the cages so we can end on a high note, and that's all. But, wait, okay. See, the problem is I'm not putting enough that time it was too much. The problem is I'm not putting enough oomph in that jump right there, but the thing is I'm afraid. I'm afraid that if I jump too hard, I'll like miss it. Come on. My finger hurts. My finger hurts from pressing the space button to jump. I'm going to end... At this rate, I'm going to end up like that one VTuber that took... How long did it take her? It took... This one VTuber, I kid you not, it took her 17 hours to beat this one boss in Elden Ring. That wasn't even a boss. It was kind of one of those it was one of those encounter bosses that you kind of just encounter and you can technically run away from. It like wasn't one of the big bosses, and it took her 17 hours. It took her 17 hours, and she ended up getting blisters on her thumbs from playing it for so long. And I'll admit, that's impressive. That's dedication. No, why do you... I don't want to go on the slip and slide. I want to go on the... Come on. Come on. One thing I will say... One thing I will say is, Jump King's thighs and shins must be massive. He must have such huge thighs and calves and legs in general. If he does this many jumps. Because he goes into a full squat to jump. He's literally frog hopping everywhere. Imagine the calves and the thighs on this man. Imagine the kind of thighs and calves this man has. Okay. Come on. There we go. Hit him with a boing and a bing and a... Why is it not enough? Why is it not enough fours? Why is it not enough fours? Dang it. You know what this feels like? This feels like you know what this feels like? This feels like that one meme, you know, the gambling meme, where it's just like continuously failing and just going like, oh dang it, oh dang it, oh dang it, oh dang it. How many times have I fallen? Because I was at 600 something when I started this game. I have fallen 905 times. That was at 600 when we started. What the heck? What? There's no way we're getting to 1,000 falls in this stream. Let that be another stream, not this stream. Please, come, please. Dang. Golly gee. Okay. I'm going to focus now. I'm going to focus now. Get up there until I see the cages. When I see the cages, then we'll call it. I just want to end a little bit farther than I was, at least. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. It's raining sludge. It's raining sludge. It's raining sewage. It's what? You. I'm going to refrain from insulting the wall. The wall that decided to literally push me down. Okay. Do 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 do. That bang went. That was not a desk slamming, by the way. That was that was that was the clanging of metal when it falls. And Jump King is wearing a suit of metal. Yes. More rage? No, Tib. No. That wasn't rage. I would whistle, but I can't whistle. So you why? Okay. Gee. this. The silence is deafening. Okay. Okay. No. No, you're not gonna do that to me. No, you're not going to do that to me. You're not gonna send me back to the very beginning. No. You're not going to send me back to the beginning. No, I don't think so. Okay. Okay. So, come on. We will get higher than ever. We will get more closer to the waifu of our dreams than ever before. If you would just let me get in. If you would just let me. Okay. Splat indeed. Splats everywhere. What the heck? What the hecky heck was that? What in the hecky heck of heck was that? Why did I think Jump King was a good idea? I'm not mad. This is okay. I'll try and get to the sewers at least. The entrance of the sewers one more time. And then yeah. And then yeah. Because not because I would like to make it very clear that it's not because I'm angry. No. I'm hungry. Yeah, that's it. I'm hungry, and I'm going to go eat something after this. Some sustenance. Okay, and then douche, and then a boing. Okay. Okay. And that, I think... Alright. And... at least let me get to this point. Anyway, I appreciate everybody who decided to come watch this stream, this stream full of jumpies and hops and bounces. We made somewhat progress, somewhat, but at least we had a good time, right? Right, at least we had a good time. With no raging. Yeah. And we're going to call it roughly here. Next week I'm probably not going to stream just because I kind of have I have something I have something next week that in person. I have something in person IRL next week that I probably am going to have to tend to, and so there probably won't be a stream next week. But hopefully the week after that. Yeah. And kind of I hope you all will be happy to know that the Discord is coming along splendidly. Fantabulistically. Splendid. I'm still working on it a little bit, but hopefully near the end of September I'll have it all figured out. But yeah. I still have certain things that I need to do. Certain things that I need to do with that. Yeah. Like, I'm thinking of getting emotes. For Discord. But I need to contact an artist and stuff for that, so yeah, there's that. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to make it to this platform and that'll be it. I swear. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you had a lot of fun seeing me fail more than 300 times. More than 300 times. That the amount of falls was at 600 when we started, like 600 something. You can watch the VOD. It was like at 600 something, and now it's at 938. So I hope you all enjoyed watching me fail in a good way. Yeah. There won't be a stream tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Next week, like I said, probably. It could change, or it could change, or maybe I might do a short stream. But yeah, odds are there won't be a stream on Sunday. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining me, and yeah, have a plaptastic day, everybody. Bye. Bye.